here trying to wrap up a few videos combined. We've been working on the new garden space, and I've been planting the trees, working in the other garden, of course, messing with goats, the normal day-to-day stuff. Y'all, I've been trying to figure out like a rhythm for YouTube, I guess you could say. Being new at it, and there was so much to learn, and I'm kind of still learning as I go, and getting to play around with some editing and stuff, which has been really fun, but it's super time consuming, especially when you have programs that don't want to work 100%, or you change one thing and it messes you up on other stuff and you have to work around it. Life, having to work around problems. So that's what I've been doing. I'm gonna finish putting the string around the peach trees, just now getting around to putting the trunk protectors around them. But I've had the T-posts in place and some hay string helping hold them up. So our oldest grandson had a great idea when I was planting the plum trees, and I was talking about the spacing, and I said, you know, it's so hard to decide where to put them, especially when you're trying to plan for the future, because you want to make sure that they're not going to be in the way of anything in the future. So, you know, it's like, oh, you're going to have to try to predict the future. It's starting to rain. So, there go the horses. They're like, oh no. Running for cover because of a little bit of rain. And the cloud just passed over and it stopped already. I'm sure it'll do some more. I get this done before it starts really coming down. I don't mind working in the rain at all, especially when it's nice out like it is right now. I'm good as long as we don't start having any thunder and lightning. So I'm gonna set this in place and just kind of show y'all. It's just an easy loop thing is all I did. It's just kind of something to kind of weave around it to help hold it in place. I may have to replace it somewhat at a later time, adjust it, whatever. It'll just depend on the rate of growth on the trees, of course. Now all I did was just tie on to here, one end. And my twine is kind of a loose, not loose, kind of slick. So I just put 3 knots, you know, tie it 3 times. And then just weave it around it and come back. Oop. And I try to leave this string, I don't know if y'all can see that. I try to leave this string long enough that when I cut this off, I can just tie it back with this. I had to get my pocket knife. And once again, 3 knots, just because this twine is very slick, smooth. I don't know how you would describe that. It's not a very rough texture on it, so it would be easy for a normal box knot to just come undone. So that's it. It's just kind of weaved it around it. It'll just kind of help hold it in place. Keep the wind from being able to blow it over. So I'm gonna go over here and do that same thing with this other one. What are you doing, Willie? Are you okay? You go come see the camera too? Huh? You go see the camera? Huh? Yeah. Yeah, okay. All right. I gotta go. I know. We got a tire going low on the gator. So dear husband, that's the air compressor you're hearing. He's over there airing up the tire for us. You can see we're about to get the fence done. We just got to get it tied up the rest of the way. Now here's the other one. And I'm just going to do the same thing. I just wanted to do this for these little trees. Number one, they're not cheap. They were about $30 something a piece. But didn't want to risk losing them. Professional fence builders by no means, so ours may not look like the world's best, but like with anything else, as long as it does the job, that's the main thing. But I'm gonna have to close this out. I'll get more once we get it up. Hey y'all, out here working on the garden fence some more, so I'm just gonna kind of walk you around for a minute and show you a quick update on it, because we're just about to get this last piece in. We just got it laid down for right now. And I need to cut it off. We're tying it in. We put an extra T-post in down there to tie it into that other fence. We have an odd-shaped garden going in here, and that doesn't matter either, because it's got plenty of sun over in this section of it, and we're hoping to fill most of it up with corn over in this section. So I'm gonna walk you over here and show you what me and Kyoto, dear sister, has been putting it in over here. It's getting to the point where I'm having to walk around instead of being able to walk through it. Still working on it, trying to work my way around my trees. I'm gonna leave an open space since my tomato transplants are bigger. I'm gonna leave like an open slot where I put fence up for their support, and then I'm gonna leave it so I can get in there and be able to weed around them. I get lucky sometimes, and different members of the family will be able to come out and help me at different points and help push me forward and get even more done. But just trying to get this part done. We'll see how it turns out. One thing is, you know, if you try something and it doesn't work out, you can always change it. If you're thinking about trying something and you're not sure if it's going to work, sometimes the only way you're going to find out is to go ahead and do it. And then if it works, it's great. If it doesn't work, maybe you can improve on it and make it work, or maybe you'll learn enough that you can go, okay, well, I'll just undo this and I'm going to do it over here in this other spot, or do it in a totally different way. Who knows? I mean, I'm just trying different things and seeing what works.